I struggled with acne for over 15 years of my life, and I finally cleared my skin. And so today I want to tell you all about it. Hello dearest friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you've never been here before. My name is Anna. If you do enjoy this video or the other videos that you see on my channel, please consider subscribing and giving me a little thumbs up. It will be appreciated. Let's do a very quick recap of my story with acne. I started having acne issues when I was around 12. I had a fringe back then, and it all began under my fringe. I don't want to go into too much detail. It was not very pretty. I went to doctors back then too, and I was prescribed different medications. At that point, I understood that I was allergic to adapalene. I was prescribed accutane back then as well, and it worked for me for a little bit. And then I forgot the appointment, and my parents also forgot my appointment, and we didn't go back to the doctor afterwards. So that was a fail. I went on to try different home remedies. I tried different oils, masks. If you remember, there was a frenzy over the Aztec clay mask, and I actually tried it. It did really good for drying my skin, but I'm not really sure what the effects on my acne were, and I didn't want to try it consistently enough. I was scared that my skin would get too irritated. Again, I went to other doctors. I went to different doctors. They prescribed me antibiotics. They prescribed me different medications, but either the medication's effects would not last once I stopped taking it, or the medication itself would make me actually sick, and so I'd have to stop taking it. My very last unlucky attempts were between 2021 and 2023, I believe, and that's when I was prescribed the medication that I'm actually allergic to, although my doctor knew I was allergic to it, and I looked like a blobfish, and that was also after she prescribed me other medications and different types of advice that did absolutely nothing for me. Last year in 2024, I was tired. I couldn't take it anymore. I wanted clear skin. I am not 15 years old anymore, and I needed to be a clear-skinned adult. So I went to this one specific doctor I'd heard about, and for 1 month, I believe, we tried different things, and then when I came back from holiday, I went back to her and I said, hey, I want to try accutane, and she agreed. She said that although my acne was very mild, I would benefit from it, and that was pretty much my only chance to have completely 100% clear skin. So last year I began taking accutane. Let's first talk about the positives, and then we'll discuss the negatives. So the positives: my skin cleared out. I don't have acne anymore, and I don't have bacne anymore, which was an issue I was struggling with so much. I had horrible bacne. I had acne on my arms and on my face, and it's gone. It went away, all of it. Even the back is completely clear. I also no longer have oiliness on my face or even my scalp. It's completely dry, which is really amazing. Another unexpected effect is that my nose actually shrunk. I really did not think that would happen. I didn't even think that was possible, but it turns out accutane can shrink your nose, so that was quite interesting. From the negatives, dryness everywhere. I would wake up, there would be days I'd wake up with split lips, blood all over them. It was very painful, to be quite frank. I would have white, powdery dead skin cells on my face sometimes when waking up. I had dryness in other areas of my body, so my arms, my legs, and even other areas, if you know what I mean, eyes. And one thing that was particularly awful was the nose dryness. I did not have nosebleeds because I heard people have nosebleeds sometimes. I didn't have any of those. I did, however, have extremely dry, bloody boogers and wounds inside of my nostrils, which made it really difficult for me to breathe, and I had to take care of my nostrils an extra bit just to make sure they wouldn't hurt and I would be able to breathe properly. I use many things to help my skin heal and to help it not be that dry, but these are the two things I recommend above everything else. This one I would use on my face, on my arms, my hands as well, and also on my lips for a little while, because it really helps with the dryness. It's quite fat and it doesn't leave a tacky cast. It gets absorbed by the skin, and I used to use it in the evening. In the morning my skin would be really soft and smooth and it would feel so nice. However, towards the end it was getting really difficult, especially inside of my nose and my lips. They were so dry and so painful. So different doctors, including my nose, throat and ears doctor and my dermatologist, by the way, they recommended this one. Now, I read some articles on the internet that said that it could be used for lips as well. When I started actually using it regularly, I'd use it maybe twice a day on my inside of my nostrils and on my lips. My lips healed so fast, and my wounds inside of my nose too, which was quite interesting because I was struggling with the same wounds for weeks, and this thing, it made it heal just like that. I have been off Accutane for about a week. As of now, I don't see any bad effects from, me quitting Accutane or finishing my course, but obviously I just need to wait and see. So far, I'm very happy with the results. I do think that the 10 months of Accutane was absolutely worth it. Just to tell you quickly about the doses I used to take, for the first month I believe I was taking 8 or 16 milligrams a day, and then for the rest of the 10 months I was having 32 milligrams a day up until the end. So just the last 3 weeks I had 16 milligrams every other day. Now I'm done. If you are struggling with acne, even if it's mild, even if for instance in my case it was just subcutaneous bumps and little pimples that would come up, and bacne, just go to the doctor, tell them what you want, tell them that you've been struggling, be honest with them, tell them that you are open to trying Accutane if you are, and if you are, 100% ready for the consequences of it and for the medical examinations and the blood tests, because it is quite a serious medication to take. I really hope you're able to find a doctor that will listen to you and that will listen to your desires and that will advise you accordingly. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to the channel because we talk about so many interesting things, and feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions, recommendations, or if you want to start a discussion. I will be very glad to hear about your opinion. I will see you very soon, hopefully. Bye bye.